Hello everyone and welcome to Racing League Hub GT Sport round number 8 around the Circuit de la Sarthe, and apparently it's almost night time here, and at the moment I'm not using the keyboard, so I'm using the pad, so expect some weird ass yeah, stuff like that. It's not going to be normal at the moment, but I will probably transfer to a keyboard soon. Already getting 2 viewers, that's lovely to say. Please say hello on the stream. But anyway, the first driver out is Fretty, then it's Phil, and then Brumer's out, then Timmy's out, then Schmidt. I'm just gonna let's call him SMJT. Wesley's out, Short's out, Alex is out, Dynamic's out, Philip is obviously Big Philip in the pit lane. But we've got 10 drivers out tonight, one of the best turnouts I do believe out of the whole season. And I don't know how to get standings up, so I'll have a look how I can do that. Display race info, display. Oh, that's what we like to see, as we are now getting ready for people to start their laps. I'm not really sure about corner lanes, there's too many corners around this track anyway. But Fretty will be the first person to start a lap when we do start laps. One thing that I've already seen, which is quite interesting, is Dynamic Racing has got a very big gap compared to everyone else on the racetrack, to make sure he gets no congestion on the track. So Philip's now out of the pit lane. Everyone, I believe, is on the soft compound tyre. No, Fretty's actually on the super softs. Let's have a look down the grid. Super soft, oh, Schmidt's on the mediums. I'm just going to call him Schmidt. And it looks like he's already got some kind of damage. Phillips in the pits, and Short is completely just died and is left not the session, but you get me. But these laps are looking quite quick. If that's a 3:24 so far, and we're coming around the Porsche curves, it's going to be around a 4-minute lap. It's not a bad lap, as Fretty's now coming around to the end of the Porsche curves, coming into, I believe, I have no clue what these curves are called. There's something basically, but now coming to the end of the lap, final few corners, they're basically just chicane after chicane after chicane, and now we're going to ride with Fretty on a lap around the Circuit de la Sarthe, coming around the final corner now and onto the main straight. Fretty comes to start his lap around the Circuit de la Sarthe, now coming round the first bend of many. I'm not even going to say turn names, but look how quick he's going. He's going full commitment into the first chicane, and then we come up to the Dunlop curves, over the horizon line and into the Dunlop curves, now going right and then left again. This is a hard left into a hard right. Don't want to be hitting the grass on the right hand side of this, otherwise your lap is very much compromised. He doesn't hit the grass, and it's looking like a good first sector. 35.5 for the first sector for Fretty. So far so good as he comes onto the Mulsanne straight now. This is a very long straight. Like Paul Ricard is so long, it actually not only needs one chicane, it needs 2 chicanes, because it is actually that long. But anyway, now coming, he's holding it in 6th gear. I don't know if he's got any other gears, but 176 miles an hour is his top speed around the Circuit de la Sarthe. He's now braking into the first of 2 chicanes on the Mulsanne. Now coming out of the Mulsanne, and everyone is now on the lap. Shaw has got a penalty somehow, but we're going to keep on board with Fretty just to finish this lap. We're not even halfway through yet this lap. Not really sure how long it will be. But anyway, now down into the second Mulsanne chicane. Looks like Fretty got it a bit wrong there, but it's okay for him right now. And now coming out of the chicane, back onto the straight once again towards the hairpin, which I have no clue what it's called. I'm going to look it up right now as we come down the straight for the final time. The Mulsanne once again. Now reaching speeds once again of around 170 miles an hour down into the hairpin right-hander just before now coming into the more technical section of the circuit after the ridiculous straights that has met Fretty. So that corner was called, oh, it was just called the Mulsanne. Fair play. But anyway, now coming into the right kink before Indianapolis. You can see Indianapolis in the distance there, the place where Nick de Vries did crash in the Le Mans 24 Hours. Going to be trying to put as much speed through there as possible was Fretti, and down into Indianapolis. It's looking like a good hitting the curb. It looks like he's done a lot of practice. Now into Arnage, a right-hander with a quite a hard exit out of this corner. If you get it wrong, you are going to get it very much wrong. But now down another straight, because there's just so many streets. It's basically a street circuit with a few corners like the Bugatti, like the last bit, like the Ford chicane, and all the way up to the S's of the Dunlop curves and all that. It's completely circuit, I do believe. And we've got a comment. Fretti now coming through the Porsche curves at the moment on the 3-minute 24, coming around the Porsche curves to finish his lap. It's a very, very long lap. We're already 13 minutes in, so drivers need to start setting some lap times. Now coming around towards the Ford chicanes to finish the lap now. Braking just after the pit exit, pit entry. I do apologise, but anyway, now into the final few corners. Round the final corner. What will the first lap time? Will it be under 4 minutes? A 3-minute 58.7. What will Phil do behind him? Will he improve on Fretti's lap time? No, he won't. He will hit. He will get a 3:59, I do believe. Bruma, he will not go quicker. He's 2.5 seconds off Fretti's lap time. Wesley will be the next person to finish a lap time. Looks like he's not had a perfect lap as he scrapes the Porsche curves barrier on the outside there. So he needs to make sure he doesn't do that on his next lap if he does actually get one, because we're already 15 minutes into this session, it looks like. But anyway, Wesley now coming into the Ford chicane, the Ford chicanes, braking after the pit entry, braking down into gear number 2, now rising back up the gears and then going back down into gear 1 for the final 2 corners. Doesn't look an amazing time from Wesley here. It's going to be over 4 minutes, and this will be the slowest time so far. Schmidt, let's have a look. He's on his out lap. Alex, he's had a poor lap so far. It's already into the 4 minutes. Timmy's on an out lap. Dynamic Racing, he'll be the next main competitor to cross the line. Philip will also be there, and so will Short. But we need to have a look at Dynamic Racing. He absolutely whitewashed the field last time out in Austria. Will he be able to do the same today? He's not coming around the Porsche curves. He's gone purple in the Porsche curves by 0.4 of a second. He's slowing. I think he has to take his penalty this time, but the gap was 0.4 of a second coming out of the Porsche curves, coming into the Ford chicanes now, and he will have to slow down. Yep, he's slowing down right now, and that penalty is now removed. It was a 4/10 penalty. So let's have a look. Out of the final few corners, will he be able to improve on Fretti's 3-minute 58? Coming up to the line now, and he goes pole by 1.4 seconds with a 3-minute 57.3. And other tracks that'll be ridiculous, but around here, a 1.4 second gap is not a lot and definitely can be beaten. Short is also on a lap. Phillips on a lap as well. Philip will be the next person to cross the line. Let's have a look at some the comments that I've received since the stream has opened. Oh, sorry. Sem saying, I hope they battle like we did yesterday in the race. Yeah, that was an absolutely amazing battle. I have actually looked at it on YouTube. But yeah, if we get any battles like Sem and I had at Austria yesterday, Jesus, we're in for an absolute amazing race. This could be a classic. But everyone just needs to stay together, and we need some competitive racing with close action. At the moment, we can see definitely Fretti and Phil being close together, as Philip is now coming to the end of his lap. Breaking now down into the final few corners. And Nika has only just joined the lobby, so we actually do have an 11th competitor in this race. Coming around the final corner, will Philip be the slowest so far? Yes, he will go slowest of everyone, as Alex needs to set a lap time. So does Schmidt, so does Timmy, and so does Short. Short will be the next person to finish. He's on a 3-minute 40 at the moment, so he's only got 18 seconds. Not looking like the most amazing lap so far from Short. Coming into the 4 chicanes now. What will it be as he exits the 4 chicanes? It's already looking like a over 4-minute lap time, but he's fighting into these 4 chicanes. He's using as much track as possible. I'm going to guess a 4:04 maybe. Coming up to the line now. It's going to be a 4:03, I do believe. And right behind him, I believe that's Fretti. Is that Fretti? That was Fretti. And I'm not sure if he has gone quicker or not. And I'll be right back, lads. Your boy is back, and this time with a keyboard. That's what we like to see. We've got 4 viewers at the moment in the chat. Hello everyone who is watching the stream. And now we have to have a look. And let's get this configuration right for the keyboard before we do anything else. Otherwise, this could be pretty trashy. But it's not. Because guess what? I'm now used to the keyboard. Look. Woo! Is Nico out of the pits? Oh my god, we have an 11th member. I don't know what to do. Is it that? Oh my god, we got an 11th. I've never had 11 people in a race, so I've never had to use that. But oh my god, there's so many people. Oh my god, this is going to be so fun if everyone doesn't crash, hopefully. But Dynamic Racing looks like he's near the end of a lap. Who else is near the end of a lap? We're going to scroll through. That is Alex, and then someone is ahead of him as well on track. That is Timmy ahead of him at the moment. So we'll have a look at Timmy before we look at Alex. Alex in P8 at the moment, Timmy in P10. Around the final corner. Will Timmy be able to improve on his lap time now? At the moment it's at a 4:10. Up to the line now. Will he improve? He does improve, I do believe. And Alex, not sure if he improves on it. He's 15 seconds off the pace of Dynamic Racing at the top. And he's coming around the final few corners now. Up to the line he comes. And that's not a quick lap time. I don't know how long we've got in this quali session left, but he's definitely on top of Fretti at the moment. Fretti at the moment, he's coming up to Indianapolis soon. And who's that? That is Philip at the moment. He will be the next person to cross the line. Let's have a look at the commitment into Indianapolis from these drivers, actually. Short just coming through, and that's his PB so far. Fretti at the moment. Coming into Indianapolis, that is a lot. He is trying to improve. He is fighting on this lap. Has he improved so far? Let's have a look at some data, some live timing. Fretti at the moment. I'm not sure if he is up or not at the moment on his timing. I believe that was his last lap actually. It doesn't look like he may have improved on this lap, but we're going to have a look and see at the moment. So Fretti actually lost, how much was it? I think it was 2 seconds. To Dynamic Racing in the first sector alone. So if we can get this right, we can have a look at this time into the Porsche curves. If we can get this right into the Porsche curves, this could be an amazing lap time. But we just got to have a look. So he's done a 3:58 and 59, and he's actually down in his lap time. So this won't be an improvement for Fretti unless he has a bamboozling final sector. Who's that? That is Short at the moment. Coming through towards the final few corners now. Breaking into the final few corners he comes, and into the last chicane on the circuit. Will Short be able to improve on this 4-minute 2 lap time? Up to the line he comes, and he does improve by a second, but stays in P6 at the moment. Dynamic Racing, where is he? He's coming off the Mulsanne. People are now starting to end their laps, and I have a feeling soon it will be the end of the session, and Wesley will not be able to do another lap. We're 22 minutes in, and Boom is in the pits, which probably means the end of the session. Oh no, we've still got 4 minutes left actually, my mistake. Looks like this session's just gone on for a bit longer. My mistake there, lads. Anyway, into the pit. Bruma will not be able to do another lap, I expect. But look at this. Dynamic Racing is on for a PB at the moment. Who's that behind him at the moment? Who's that behind him? Who's that behind him? Will I ever be able to find it? It's Schmidt behind Dynamic Racing. Probably being overtaken, but this is good for Schmidt. I'm going to call you Schmidt if you're watching the stream. If you're watching the stream, I believe there are 6 people in the stream. Schmidt is really lifting off there, probably compared to Dynamic Racing. He's coming up into RLH now, and he's having a bit of a braking moment. 6/10 up is Dynamic Racing. Fling it into the corner. Looks like a bit of netcode problems there. But anyway, out of RLH now, onto the Porsche curves is next for the driver of the BMW M6. Where's Fretty? Fretty's on an outlap. Anyone else getting closer to the finish? Oh, next person to finish will be Alex. And then we'll ride on board with Dynamic after Alex. But we'll go down to Alex. Will Alex be able to improve on his lap time? It is looking quick. Oh, Alex has lost it. As I was just saying there, it could have been a great lap time. He's lost it out of the Porsche curves, and now we'll have to make way for Dynamic Racing as he comes around. He looks like he's going very quick at the moment. And now into the final few corners, out of the Porsche curves, and now into the Ford chicanes. Braking now. That's some serious netcode. That is some serious netcode. But up to line, Dynamic Racing now comes. And what's the lead? 2.3 seconds. A 3-minute 56.4. What a lap time from him. How many rounds left? I honestly have no clue. You'll have to ask Brumadinho for that, as he is kind of like the leader, the Wolfpack manager of all of this. That is Alex at the moment in the pits. I don't believe he will have time for another lap, as the time is now 19 past. Well, and is that already him going PB? Let's have a look as he comes around the final few first few quarters. Will he have improved on his lap time? It does look slower. Yeah, 7 seconds down. It's not a lap time for him. But Fretty has a bit, it may have been a bit of netcode there. But Phil, he's looking good at the moment. Only 8/10 off Fretty, so that could be a thing to look out for. Wesley and Bruma very closely matched as well, with Short only 6/10 behind as well. So there's only a second between 4th, 5th and 6th on track, and you know how hard this track is. But now Short is next person to cross the line. I do believe he's now going PB on his lap time. A 4:02 dead is his fastest lap time. Will he be able to improve on that in his Alfa Romeo? Very nice car with very nice livery, I do have to say. Let's have a look at some stuff from RLH Short. What's his helmet like? Oh, it's a very nice helmet with RLH all over it. And he is coming to the pits. He doesn't think he can improve on his lap time. Who is the next person? That is Philip. Philip's on an outlap though. And it's 20 past. So I'm going to guess basically it's going to be when Bruma finishes his lap, the session will finish. Basically. That's my thinking. So there'll be about 4 minutes left of this session. So Philip, coming around the final few corners, up to the line, and it's a, oh damn it, it's an outlap. Who's next person? That is Fretty will be next. He's beating Bruma, so he definitely will get a lap in. But anyone behind Bruma, I expect, not on a lap yet, will not have any chances of setting a lap. But Phil is up by 5/10, but he's got a 4/10 penalty. So if he can gain a lot of time in this final sector, he may be onto something. But he's got to really push his car to the limits here, as he's about to finish his lap. At the moment at 3:40, he's got to complete these curves in 14 seconds. Coming up to the final few corners in a very, very nice livery. The number 74 for Phil. Coming around the final 2 corners. Will it be an improvement on his lap time? Will we see a gap close to Fretty? Up to the line, and it's 2/10 is improved by on Fretty, but that is not enough to gain a position. Definitely not in an endurance circuit like Le Mans, like the Circuit de la Sarthe. Let's have a look at Oh, Nicker just died or something. I know it's probably gonna annoy people, but I'm just gonna ask. Nicker, where are you? Cool. But anyway, gap is 2 tenths, and Alex will definitely have to get out of the way. Dynamic Racing, I believe he's on a slow lap. Next person to finish a lap around this track will be Schmidt, and then there's Nicker. Nick has just started his out lap, so that's probably why he probably won't get a time in. But Schmidt will be the next person to cross the line. He's at the moment in P10 without a validated lap time, I do believe. So we'll just have to have a look very quickly before he finishes his lap. Schmidt has set a 4. Oh wow, that's not the best lap time for him. 4:18. So that will get. Actually, no, that get him P. No, that's his. I have no clue. Oh, in my way, lol. Schmidt does get P8 at the moment. Philip P7, Short P6, Boomer P5, Wesley P4, Phil P3, Freddie P2, and Dynamic Racing in P1. Dynamic Racing coming into the pits now. I don't think he will be able to improve. Freddie at the moment in P2, and he'll definitely be able to finish his lap. Phil in P3 at the moment. P4 goes to Wesley at the moment, but this is all subject to changes. Broomer is the last person probably to finish a lap. Who is that at the moment coming up to the line? Is it Philip by any chance? Because no, it's not. It's Timmy, and Timmy's on an out lap, and I don't believe he'll be able to finish that. That was, who did I flick on? Oh, that's Philip off. Philip's off the track, and that will be the end of his kind of sesh. Behind him, who is behind him? Let's have a look. Oh, I saw that. It's Short. He's on an out lap. That could not be good for him. Who is behind him? So there's Boomer there. And is that Freddie? Oh, I saw who it was. So it's Boomer, and then who's in front of Boomer? Is it Nicker? No. I'm gonna have to go through. Oh, it's Freddie. I had a suspicion it was. But anyway, Freddie will be the next person, I believe, to set a lap time that could potentially be quicker. Now coming into the Porsche curves for the what team is it? It's bloody is it Nissan? No, it's Toyota. Why am I saying Nissan? It's Toyota. The Toyota. He's 5 tenths down though, so this may not be an improvement. Broomer's got a 5/10 penalty, which is not good for him. But let's have a look. Will Freddie be able to improve? That 2.3 second gap is not looking good for him in his chances of beating a certain Dynamic Racing. And he's come into the pits. And let's have a look at Broomer. Broomer will finish his lap time. I believe this will be the last lap time to finish, as we're now at 25 past. And otherwise this race will be way too long. Broomer up to the line. Will he improve on his lap time? Yes, he does. And he actually... Is that overtaking Wesley? I'm not sure, but I'm going to guess the final will start quite soon. I need to ask when this actually starts, because I'm getting a bit worried, because my belly is not full. When is quali finishing is what I asked, because I have no clue where people are. And Dynamic... Is Phil got ahead of? Freddie's just... Freddie's on the mediums, apparently. Is this a tactic by Freddie? 5 minutes? Half an hour quali? Jesus Christ. So there is time for people. Oh, Wesley's going better. And I thought this was them, but it's not yet. Basically, the quali's as long as the race, apparently. But anyway, we will make sure we provide some coverage for you in the meantime. Let's have a look. Who's our next person to? Is that? No, who is that? Oh, Wesley. Let's just. Have you seen the length of that try? Wesley up to the line. Will he improve? Wesley does improve to P3. Good lap for Wesley. Finish your laps, apparently. So everything is now getting ready. Everyone. Oh, apparently Phil's been in the pits for 6 minutes. Alex is now starting a lap, so he's done quite a few laps as this driver. As you can see, I'm getting a bit lost for words at the moment. Where is 10th? This is what alarms me. Where is P10 and 11? Next person to finish a lap will be Dynamic Racing, but he's on an out lap. Dynamic Racing is going very slow. He's not out of fuel, is he? I have no clue. No, he's not out of fuel. I don't. Why is everyone slowing down? Wesley will be the last person to finish his lap. So people in front of him. That will be Dynamic Racing. That will be Philip, who has died at Indianapolis. And that will be, who's the other person? That is Freddie as well. But he's on an out lap, so there's no point in him completing a lap. So it'll be Wesley will be the only person left. So we'll just ride with Wesley for 2 minutes. I don't know. There you go. Everyone's now loaded in to the session. Now we just have to wait for Mr. Wesley Van Rens to get down the bloody Mulsanne, because at the moment it's quite long. It's a Mulsanne, sadly, and he's actually got to the end of the Mulsanne. Well, hey! But now he's just got to finish his lap. Will he be able to beat Phil? There's only a 3/10 gap between them, and is he getting a bit of a toe from Freddie here? A bit mischievous here. Can that improve his top speed? Bit of a toe for Freddie. Must get out of the way though. I think he's been given the blue flag. So he needs to get out of the way. He really needs to get out of the way. If he doesn't, that could be a penalty in someone's eye. He needs to get out of the way as soon as possible, and he does. To make sure Wesley has a good run into Indianapolis. How much does he lift off? He brakes only a touch, and now into Indianapolis corner he comes, and out of the corner. This is looking clean from Wesley at the moment. Now into Arnage, braking. No clue where, but he brakes at a certain distance. That is good for him. Now coming up into the Porsche cars. Then we've got a comment, lads. Lads, we have a comment, and basically I'm famous now. Let's have a look at this comment. Who is the comment from? I lost a lap due to that because Nika blocked you, apparently. That is sad. Alexa played Despacito because of that. But anyway, Wesley was the last person to finish the lap. The last person left to finish a lap. I feel sorry for the person behind him. Oh, it's Freddie, isn't it? Never mind. People are now getting a bit of circuit experience while Wesley is finishing his lap. He's now ending the Porsche curves, and he's run very wide out of there. That could give him a little bit of a penalty to deal with, maybe a second. But anyway, now half a second penalty there for Wesley. So he's gonna have to improve by 9/10 of his, and he's gonna. What is it, Wesley? What are you? What has he done? Is he? I think he's given up, lads. I have a slight suspicion he may have given up with that lap. I don't know why. I just have my suspicions. You alright, Billy? If I had £1 for every time there's a... Anyways, shut up. Shut up, okay? Hey Lenny. Hi, Billy. But anyway, we're now at the start of the Circuit de la Sarthe Racing League Hub final. But anyway, now look at all them drivers. They're lining up. They're lining up in a pretty efficient way. Dynamic Racing on pole here, and I don't know what accent I'm doing. I'm changing accent every 2 seconds. But anyway, Dynamic Racing, is on pole. Can you please say Grand Prix? But this isn't a Grand Prix. F1 is part of a Grand Prix, but this is not the Grand Prix. But anyway, we're now getting ready to start this endurance race around the Circuit de la Sarthe. I believe... Oh, what the heck? Philip's car's done the same thing as last time. What is up with Philip's car? But anyway, Dynamic Racing. Have you seen the LRF? No, I have not. I think I have. And Philip's car is going spinny all around. We may be have a restart here, but anyway, Dynamic Racing is into the first few corners. Then Freddie, then Phil, and Wesley goes ridiculously wide, and then Brumadinho, and then Timmy the Turtle in P6, Nico in P7. P8 is Schmitz, P9 is Alex, P10 is Short. Short must have had a really bad start to the race. Philip is it's the same thing that happened the last time, but hopefully we'll get a restart for Philip, because that is not what you want to see at all. But anyway, Dynamic Racing has already got a 1.2 second lead on the car behind him of Freddie, and you can see that gap at the moment. And there is a restart. As suspected, there will be a restart for Philip. And I would say... And Philip, that's not something really to say on the stream. Lovely. Creating a lead. Lovely. Oh, it doesn't let me do... XXX. This game is broken. Yeah, those starts are... Yeah, so basically everyone's now left the room. And that's not how I really wanted to start the race. But hopefully every single car will now get off the grid. And Philip, make sure you just restart your game. Just to make sure. Because otherwise that could happen again. And that would be absolutely shocking. Oh, Scopefield is doing practice around the Super Circuit. It's nice to see. I'm now going to be spamming this until Boomer makes a lobby. But anyway... So, yeah, so Philip, you're restarting your game. That's lovely to see. And, yeah, so, let's go over quali, actually. So, while we're doing stuff, let's go onto a landscape, actually. Let's go back. Hopefully, if we can. Let's go on to one of the landscapes. Let's go on to... It's looking nice, isn't it? You know what, let's do escape for about 30 seconds. Oh, that looks actually a very nice car, actually. It looks like, actually, is there another lobby? It looks like the lobby's already open, god damn it. Let's have a look, let's have a look. It's not open, what are they saying? But anyway, wow, the game gave me a... game gave you a gift card. That's quite funny. Meanwhile, let's have a look at one of my things. Oh, let's have a look at this. Oh, look at that. That's nice. That's kind of nice. Ah, that's nice. Oh, look. I can't take photos on this game. Oh, that's a very nice one. Look at that LaFerrari out front. That is a beautiful car. Oh, my Jesus Christ. What is the shutter speed on that image? Fair play to myself. That's better. It's a very nice Aston, in fairness. Oh, my custom livery. Bit of old PewDiePie stuff on there. Bit of YouTube, bit of Castrol. It's a very nice livery around the Nürburgring Nordschleifer. Oh, that's a very nice McLaren as well. I would bang that. I don't know. It actually looks really nice. So, looks like the... Oh, God, the lobby's up. I should probably get in the lobby. Yeah, the lobby's up. So there's my little gallery there. Hopefully some of you saw that. It's beautiful, absolutely stunning. And here we go. Everyone's in except for the spectator. And now we're getting ready once again. As you see, oh, look at that livery. Oh, it's a very nice livery. And number 95 for me. It's a very nice car. I didn't make it. I believe it was either Freddie or Boomer who made it. I'm not sure which one it was, but oh my god, that is a beautiful livery. And I've now... Say hello to YouTube, everyone, or want to go on. And now, we are ready to start once again. I am speed, says Billy. Yes, you are. Thanks for the restart, says Philip. Much appreciated. I'm now, hopefully, I don't know how, what is a YouTube? I don't know. Oh, grid order set by host. That makes sense. Spectate. And now we get ready for the start of this. So there's only 6 people. People get in the thing. I think Philip has trouble. So Philip not only has trouble with the course, he has trouble with the tyres and with his car as well. Philip in the Porsche. Don't know why. Dynamic Racing. Hello, mate. Good luck. You know what? I feel like I'm going to be competitive in F4 now. What about F3, Billy? What about if you try hard a bit? Really? Nice to meet you. Bit of banter in the chat there. I believe, is everyone in? No, there's 2 people who aren't in. That was a phenomenal race. Dynamic Racing is in the middle of nowhere. And we haven't got the 11th driver yet. And I have no clue who that is. We need to wait for this 11th driver to load in. And then Bob's your uncle. We will be ready to start. F1 is the only game I've been playing this week. And you better sweat time trial then, mate. Gotta wait for this 11th driver. Gotta wait for this. Oh, there he is. Alex is in. Everyone is in. And now we shall start. Oh, hello. Oh, look at that. That's an image. Oh, that's a very nice image, actually. Ooh. See all the cars ready to race. So maybe F3, yeah. So predictions, do we think that Dynamic Racing will win? Yes. Is that even the question? No, because Dynamic Racing will win. Because he's OP at this game. Time trial, after this go back and look at my, I think it might be good for F4. Mate, I have no clue what cut-offs will be at the moment. But it looks like one driver is going out on track right now. Nicker. I don't know what people are doing. What is Nicker doing? I think Nicker's having a bit of fun inside of Dynamic Racing's car. They're trying to get at the exact same time, and Dynamic Racing's got into the pits, so Nicker's now all alone. That's quite funny to see, actually. I believe Boom is just setting up, just making sure everyone is in the right place, and then we shall get started for the start of RLH GT Sport Round 8. Is it Round 8? I think it's Round 8. Hopefully it's Round 8. It is Round 8. It's nice to see. So now, what is Nicker doing? Nicker's having a bit of fun on track while we all get ready and Boomer sets up the lobby. Nicker, get back in the pits, mate. Oh, he's giving us a bit of entertainment while we wait. Give us a few donuts. Hopefully we don't get any spinning at the start, as Nicker's now hiding behind the Total sign. I don't think I can go at everyone in the lobby, so we'll just go out here. Hopefully everyone will be notified. And Nicker's just giving us a few donuts while we start. Are we all ready for the start? At last, with the RLH GT Sport Round 8, as Nicker is now doing some donuts before the start of the final. Well, at least I should be good at F1. So yeah, cool. But anyway, once again, the grid is ready for the start of the Le Mans around, basically the Le Mans of GT Sport, if you can even have that. But anyway, Dynamic Racing is ready. Fretty is ready. P3 Phil, P4 Wesley, P5 Bruman, P6 Short, P7 Schmidt, P8 Timmy, P9 Nicker, P10 Philip, and P11 is Alex at the back of the grid. Oh no! Alex's car has done it. Lights out and away we go, and I don't know if we'll have a restart or not for that, but Alex must be absolutely fuming right now. Dynamic Racing is off the grid, and I could definitely say Alex is not, but anyway, Dynamic Racing still in P1, P2 is Fretty, P3, any moves down as the turn we can see a few moves at the back actually. Nicker and Timmy are alongside each other going into turn number 1, and Nicker will get in front as Timmy has to yield through turn 1. And Dynamic Racing has already got himself a 5-10 penalty at the start of this race. Dynamic Racing in P1, Fressie in P2, Phil in P3 at the moment. P4 is Wesley's, P5 is Broomer's. What is the shortest gap at the moment? 1.5 seconds at the front. And what's the closest gap at the moment? 6/10 there as my Battlefield 1 update has come through. That's lovely to see. Nick has already got a bit of a penalty, and Alex has had the same thing as, yeah, as he said, guys, I am stuck. We've already had a restart. This is what happened to Philip. I'm not sure if there will be another restart. It's getting late. Oh no, wrong thing. Boom. So I just had to say that. Meanwhile, on track, the gap is 0.3 of a second as Fressie is now in the lead of the race, as I believe Dynamic Racing is letting him through down the straight as he had a penalty to serve. But out of the corner, will there be an exchange of positions? And Phil is only 5 tenths behind him, so Phil could get the lead here, as Wesley and Bruno are very close together as well. And there's been some contact down the back, and Timmy has definitely had some contact, and now down in P10. And Alex is a bit annoyed as oh, look at that Dynamic. Oh, it's 3 wide down into the end of the Mulsanne, and Fressie's had to give up two positions there. And Phil, as I predicted, is now in the lead of this endurance race. And Alex, I'm gonna have to say something back. Another restart. Another restart. Will we ever finish this race? Phil must be devastated. It's the second restart of the day. I don't know how to feel anymore. This is getting a bit ridiculous. Another restart because this game is shocking. Honestly, Philip, same thing happened, but to Alex this time. The same thing that happened to you. It's a real shame. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, that's actually very nice. That's a nice casting photo, actually. My livery, obviously, because I'm absolutely amazing. Phil saying no. Obviously, I believe you were in the lead, weren't you? I made up 2 positions, looking good for 3rd position. Come on, yeah. It's a real shame, but well, yeah. I'm not really sure what to say. This has happened before, and it may have all gone wrong. So we don't want to lose someone from the league. So I don't know. Look at all my liveries, by the way. Yeah. Helmet designs, well, they're quite simple. Suit livery, yeah, quite simple. Actually, no. Hang on. Look at that. The Cookie Monster. Yeah, this happened back in Suzuka. Yeah, it's really not good. It's got S and Senna and Lightning McQueen as well. Videos. Oh, I've got open movie and music. I don't think I can play this just in case of copyright. Lobby up once again. 3rd time lucky, lads. Hopefully, maybe a 30. I've gone into sport mode. It's getting late, lads. Need to get in this lobby for the 3rd time lucky. It's just me to join once again because I'm so slow. What happened this time? Well, it was the exact same thing as last time. Someone at the start, their AI car spun it around. I'm thinking, do we have a grid? Do I ask for a grid start to eliminate any chance? That actually could be an idea. I may ask Boomer that. Alex here, fingers crossed. I was doing well with the first start and start. Yeah, it's absolutely it's shocking. Last restart. So if anything happens now, I'm gonna do donuts. I'm going to say to Bruma very quickly, make sure we do this. So that's just my thing. I think if we're going to do this properly, a grid start is probably the only way to do it. Otherwise, if an AI car does again, yeah, it'll eliminate any chance of AI cars turning around. That's just what I think. It could be an idea. It could be an idea. Once again, looks like probably Nick is doing donuts. Oh, it's Philip this time. Yeah, go Philip! Woo! That's what you meant by I'm going to do donuts. Mate, you're definitely not making yourself vulnerable if the AI cars are basically begging you to do it. What is Nick doing? Oh! Oh! Look at that! Look at everyone's now doing donuts. Shaw's doing donuts, Alex is doing donuts. Everyone's just praying that it won't happen in the race though. I go for 5 minutes, why do we start? Exact same thing as last time, Billy. The exact same thing happened once again, where a car was doing donuts at the start of the race. So hopefully, I beg that this restart will eliminate it. Boom. For the sake of the drivers. Thought it was only one restart per race. Yeah, but the same thing happened again, so I don't mind staying around for a bit longer. No one's home, so I'm not going to annoy anyone. And Nick's tyres are already dead. Let's ride on board. Look at that, is some commitment to the donuts. Look, his tyres are already dead. His tyres are gone. His tyres are gone, and he started the fight. Hopefully it's grid. Hopefully it's grid. I really hope it's a grid. But anyway, for the third and last time today, hopefully we're not doing the grid. Why are we not doing a grid start? Oh, I so beg that no one has any problems. I feel so sorry if anyone has problems. Philip, you're probably the most vulnerable person here, but let's just hope. All we can do is hope. Why am I last? Philip, I have no clue. Just go with it, mate. Mate. No, it's happened! Why didn't we do a grid start? OMG. Philip, it's annoying. It's bloody annoying. I don't know what we can do, but anyway, once again, it's starting again. Yeah, do a grid start. That's what I'm saying. Grid start will make it so much easier. But anyway, now down. Like I've already said it, but like I don't know. That Philip, I feel so sorry. Yeah. Oh wow, 3 wide into turn number 2. Yeah, it's really annoying. I think. Oh wow, look at that battle. I don't know, honestly, mate. Why is it a 50-minute? Oh, Alex has killed someone. Oh no, Alex has been killed. Nika and Alex have got damn it. Alex is round. He's tried to go too wide into that corner, and oh my god. Oh, this is just getting shambolic already. Why not a grid start as Philip? And yeah, so Bruma, everyone is complaining basically, but anyway, we're gonna have to live with it. It's so annoying, honestly. Dynamic Racing in the lead. P2 is Fretty, P3 is, oh look at that, Wesley and Bruma getting very close to each other, and at the moment out of that sector It's looking like a two-way battle for P number 4. This race will go on for absolutely ever. Oh god, it's going to take until 40. So make sure you stick around because this is going to be a long race. And I feel so sorry for Philip, honestly. Racing or donut? Philip, I think it's because you did donuts before the start of the race. The game was just like, yeah, why don't you do some more at the start of the race? It's really annoying, mate, and I'm really sorry that you had to do it. Obviously, it's out of the whole racing control, but I don't get why we didn't do a grid start, and I think it should be a rule implemented into the lobbies because that then it will eliminate any problems that will occur. But hopefully, a bit of slipstream here. Look at that, Wesley and Bruma almost exchanging positions. It's a 1/10 gap, 2/10 gap now between the two drivers, and Wesley at the moment is ahead of Bruma. Will that change into the corner? No, everyone will be going in a safe manner. And now between Timmy and Nika. Oh, Nika's got him. Nika's left. I thought the lobby died there, but Nika's just left. This is not looking good. It's a shame. It's a real shame. Anyway, down into Indianapolis now, and into R9. Just not the way that I wanted to be commentated tonight, but these are the circumstances I'm going to have to commentate under. As Freddie is now in P3, and cars that are coming through Arnage as we speak. Phil up into P2, a good start from Phil, and a gap is a second between Dynamo Racing and Phil, and Freddie a further second behind. Wesley another second behind. Oh, it looks like an internet problem for Nika there, and his car has obviously left the grid. That is an absolute shame for him, as we can still see Philip doing donuts, and hopefully that won't disrupt the race. Dynamic Racing now going through the Porsche curves. Phil behind him, and Freddie in P3. P4 is Wesley coming out of the Porsche curves. Bruma in P5. P6 is short. P7 is Schmidt far behind. Timmy is in P8. P9 is Alex, and Nika is nowhere to be seen. So at the moment, Dynamic Racing leading the grid out of the first lap. We've been on the race for now 4 minutes. It's absolutely unbelievable, says Philip, and I have to agree, as he's now left the session. And yeah, Dynamic Racing now in P1, Phil in P2, Freddie in P3, Wesley in P4, Bruma in P5, Short in P6, P7 is Schmitz, P8 is Timmy, P9 is Alex at the moment. And so we can get some good racing tonight with 45 minutes left of the race. Think of it as another what happening, I have no clue, Nika. No clue. Nika's left the room again. I have no clue what's going on. It's happened before and happened again. Phil's got fast lap, but I'm out to guess so has Dynamic Racing as well to partner that. Dynamic Racing with a 1.6 second gap, and it's like Freddie has had some kind of problem, because now Wesley is closing up pretty dramatically to the back of the Toyota FRT Gazoo racing car. I have no clue what to call it, but now the Denso sponsorship Toyota is trying to get away from Wesley in his beautiful Jag. And then P5 at the moment is Bruma, and P6 is Short. Bruma with a penalty at the moment, so he will have to slow down at some time. PB for Short, obviously, but let's see if Short, he's got a bit of endurance racing on his side here, as he's done some Clio, not Clio, sorry, some, I don't know, it's Citroen C2, I don't know, whatever cup it is. But anyway, he goes down the inside into the second Mulsanne chicane, and it looks like that's a dumb move for the Alpha driver. Now he's up and promoted up into P5 at the moment. Phil has actually got past Dynamic Racing, and these two are now in a battle of their own. Phil at the moment leading Dynamic Racing. This could be a battle that could be going on for quite a long time. Every game we do races with F1 2018 bugs. G Sport does this. F1 2017 is weird as well. Let's just hope F1 2019 has less bugs. That's all we can hope. Philip, have a good evening, mate. Do you want to join me in the commentary box if you have a microphone? That'd be nice. It'd be a nice thing to see an insider of the whole thing. But it looks like Broom short. Oh, Short's run wide. Philip, do you want? Oh, he wants to join me in the commentary box. If you're still in the lobby, that'd be nice to have. I'm quickly going to invite Philip. Hopefully, he has a mic. Oh, no. Okay, don't worry. Okay, Philip doesn't want to commentate. Never mind. But Phil has still got that lead. Never mind, Philip. I asked a question and you said yeah straight away, so I thought maybe yeah. But anyway, Phil is 4 tenths ahead of Dynamic Racing. And Dynamic Racing is 4 seconds ahead of Fretty already, and we're only on lap 2. Looks like he must have had some kind of problems, some kind of issues. With my mic is weird, my voice is being weird. Never mind, mate, don't worry about it. Wesley in P4 at the moment, Brewer in P5, Short in P6 after a bit of an incident, Schmidt in P7, a bit on his own now. P8 is Timmy, getting used to the track with a 4:31, and P9 is Alex at the moment, not having the best time at the moment. But look how close the top 2 are. This could be a race that could be prolonged, as Dynamic Racing is looking for the insiders. Phil runs a bit wide there. That could be a penalty in order for the driver of the Ford. Coming down into the Ford curves now. He will come up on top into turn 1. We know the M6 is about 10 times as big as the Ford ahead of it. But let's have a look. And it looks like Phil at the moment with the fastest lap time. And I don't know if that was beaten. It wasn't beaten by Dynamic Racing there. And at the moment Phil just getting used to life in P1, and at the moment Dynamic Racing, both in the green livery but for different teams, are supporting first and second at the moment. Fretty in P3, getting a bit of a gap to Wesley now in P4, and Short on his own a bit in P5. Broomer has already come into the pits. He must have sustained some kind of damage, or are they pitting this quickly? Oh, he must have, yeah, he sustained big damage to Broomer, pouring into the Porsche curves or something, as he's now having fuel and repairs as well. Yep, repairs are being done to Brumadinho's car, as it's looking like at the moment his car is not in good shape. So he'll now be put onto a kind of different strategy where he'll be limited a bit, but he now still comes out ahead of Alex, and Timmy is in the pits as well for severe front end damage. Phil has now got a 1.8 second penalty to his name, and Dynamic Racing behind him, only 3 tenths between the 2 drivers. And let's have a look, as these 2 are ridiculously close. I don't know what the slipstream effect is that Broomer has set, but at the moment we just have to wait and have a look. The gap is very close at the moment. It's only 1/10 of a second down into the second Mulsanne chicane. Will there be any chance of a move? No, as the Ford at the moment is looking, oh, down the inside maybe for Dynamic Racing. Oh, Phil's hit the curb, and that could be a chance for Dynamic Racing to go down the inside, but no, Phil's had a good enough exit to maintain that position at the moment. Oh, Alex looks like he must have had some kind of contact. Must have lost on a curb or something, because he has lost a lot of time, if I remember correctly. Oh, okay, so I'll tell you what he's probably done. He's lost it on the curb, most probably on the right hand side, and he's lost it onto the grass and spun into the corner. So that is not good for Alex in any type of way. But anyway, look at the gap between these 2 drivers. It's close. It's very close between the 2 drivers. 3 tenths is the gap between the 2 green cars. Meanwhile, if this battle continues, Freshy will maybe have to close onto these 2. Oh no, Phil's lost it. Phil's lost it in Indianapolis, as he's lost the car, and that is not good for Phil. He was leading the race, and now he's lost time, and now down as a P4 with severe front end damage. And Phil will definitely be coming into the pits at the end of this lap. And now Dynamic Racing has inherited the lead of this race, and Phil is now down into P4, and I'm having a guess Shaw will be on him quite soon, sooner rather than later. And Dynamic Racing will now be able to push on and maybe make a lead like he did in Austria 2 weeks ago. Fretti at the moment maybe has to catch him, but he's got to push on as well. They may have to work as a team, Fretti and Wesley. Wesley is now improving on his lap times. 4 minute was his last lap time, and so was Dynamics, and so was Fretti. So all 10 4-minute lap times. Best lap time so far was Phil's, but Phil will go into the pits quite soon, I presume. But anyway, down into the Ford curves now. So it's all coming up Millhouse at the moment for Dynamic Racing, as the gap is now 4.6 seconds up at the front, as he sets a 39.4. Fretti sets another 4-minute lap time, losing time, and Wesley actually improves and sets a 39.8, closing up to Fretti ever so slightly as Phil and Shorten out in the pits, and Schmidt will most probably be able to get past the two drivers unless he as well comes into the pit lane at the end of this lap. No, he will not, so he will get past both those drivers. Boomer, where will Boomer come out at the end of this actually? Because already we know that Boomer's already pit, and Boomer's kind of in this area. So let's have a look. So Phil is fueling up at the moment, and where is Boomer? Boomer's coming into the 4 curves now. Where is Phil? Phil is looking. Yeah, he's finishing. He's finishing out. It's going to be close between him and Phil's coming out of the pits. And where is Boomer in all of this? Boomer is, oh, he's a bit too far behind. The gap is around 5 seconds. Of Phil, even with that crash, is beating Boomer. Can we see another Verstappen comeback in Austria? Phil and Le Mans. Well, the gap's going to be big. It's going to be very big, and we know how. Philip, I think you know as well how quick Dynamic Racing is. But Fretti has actually kept that gap consistent, and there's not been an extension of that gap, even though he's got a 9/10 penalty. Wesley may have to do something to improve and beat these two drivers. I feel like Wesley has still got a good chance of winning in this endurance race. So the top 3 at the end of the second Mulsanne chicane. Oh, as Wesley runs a bit wide there, and he got it back on track pretty well, as he's lost 0.6 of a second. If he didn't lose those 0.6, he would be within 1 second. And Dynamic Racing must have lost a ton of time, as now look, the gap is 3.6 seconds for the lead. Endurance race cars give up before the start of lap 1. Yeah, as my dual shock battery is now running low. Hopefully it lasts 30, I have no clue how many minutes. 35 minutes left of this Grand Prix. That is 9 laps basically. Maybe 10. But Dynamic Racing now. I'm a bit tired. I'm quite tired actually, to be absolutely honest with you. Dynamic Racing with 3.6 second gap to Fretti as we just see him at the end of our preview screen. Wesley in P3 at the moment. Schmidt in P4 at this time, and he's actually doing his best lap time so far, so good for him. Boomer is now actually ahead of Phil, so Phil's obviously had an off, and now Boomer has got ahead of him. So it's all looking good. At the top, the gap is... Oh, I've clicked the button. Lads, I've clicked the button. I've done an oopsie. And it looks like at the moment, Dynamic Racing is gaining. It looks like in that sector, Fretti has lost over a second to Dynamic Racing. And now he's got a 5-second gap at the top. That is pretty outstanding for Fretti. Wesley in P3 at the moment. By the way, this wasn't supposed to be a 60-minute race because it says 50 minutes on my screen. Yeah, it was meant to be 50 minutes, I believe. I have no clue. As Wesley now comes into the pits, his tyres are about 75%, so I don't know why. Has he got any damage? He doesn't have any damage, so this is strategy. This is a strategy call by Wesley to come into the pits. Will he come out ahead of Boomer? As Boomer's only just entering the Porsche curves now. So I don't know where Wesley will finish at the end of this attempt penalty for Wesley. And yeah, with 33 minutes left, it's looking like maybe a 3-stop race, maybe a 2-stop for these guys. Tyres are now fit for Wesley. He's now loading up on his fuel. Fuel up access, Philip. Yeah, that's no problem. Oh, it's fuel. People will now be struggling on fuel. As that's somebody off the track. Who's that off the track? That is Timmy the Turtle off the track. And that is not good for him whatsoever. And yeah, that's not what you want to see. A car off the track. And I press the bloody wrong button again. And hopefully it's now back on the screen. Yes, it is. Dynamic Racing with now a 7-second lead to Fretti in P2. Whereas Wesley's actually come out 2 seconds ahead of Bruma. So that's actually quite close between those two drivers. Even with damage for Bruma. So Bruma's been pumping in some good lap times. 4 minutes was his last lap time. Wesley's last was a 4:46. Not sure how that is in relation with his pit stop. Accounted for as well short at the moment in the P6. He has pitted. Yes, he has pitted. And Phil coming into the pits again. Phil's had some more damage. And into the pits once again. This race for him is going from bad to worse every single lap. Not good for Phil whatsoever. So the closest gaps at the moment is about 2 seconds between Wesley and Bruma at the moment on the grid. I need to charge my phone, so I'll just use my controller for a bit, as it looks like I can probably do the exact same things as Bruma is now gaining on his lap time. It's all coming up Millhouse for him, as I don't know how to go onto the other mode. God damn it. I'm completely forgot. Variable. Woo! At the moment in P5, sorry. Wesley in P4. That gap is actually closing between these two drivers. So I'm getting pretty hot. As Alex and Timmy are actually very close together. There's only a 5-10 gap between them. It's the battle for the low points, and this could be something to actually have a look at. Alex now getting only 2 tenths behind Timmy. It's Audi versus Lambo. Alex has a bit of damage. Timmy has no damage. Tyre life, Alex has got worse tyre life than Timmy right now. Could this be a move? Maybe into the first Mulsanne chicane. It's looking very spicy at the end of Mulsanne. And the gap is now increasing between the two drivers. The gap at the end of the Mulsanne, 1.5 seconds between Wesley and Bruma. If this was LMP1, you'd be going absolutely crazy right now, seeing the drivers so close. We're only how far into the race? We're only 20 minutes into this race, 30 minutes left. We're 2/5 through this race, 5 laps in. So we should expect around 13 laps, maybe a bit less. No, probably no, sorry, about 11. 11 laps probably in this Grand Prix. As Dynamic Racing is now a 9-second gap. As it looks like Alex may have lost a bit of time, but he's actually set his best lap time so far. He's actually gaining towards Timmy. It's nice to see. 3/10 gap, and he is improving by 1.6 seconds on this lap alone. Could this be the start of something for Alex? As yeah, hi Philip. Once again, the gap is only 0.5 of a second between these two drivers. At the end of the Mulsanne, will it be able to change? No, coming into the corner now, it's a 9/10 gap between the two drivers. 4 tenths now between Schmidt and Wesley. As Schmidt hasn't pit, Wesley has. Please, Schmidt, don't pit at the end of this lap. You're on soft, don't pit. I beg, do not pit. Have a battle. Will he come into the pits to make it boring? Yes, he will. Lovely, he comes into the pits to make it boring. Meanwhile, an actual battle on track between Brumadinho and Wesley. 5 tenths between the two drivers. This could be spicy. Now coming up towards the Dunlop curves, the Dunlop chicanes, whatever you want to call them. The Dunlop chicanes, I'll call it for now. Coming into the left-hander, then the right-hander right after. These two only separated by 0.5 of a second. And at the moment, It's looking like Bruma needs to fling that car into every corner possible. His super softs are getting a bit old now, and his fuel is not looking on the bright side of life. As Wesley, look, yeah, he's got definitely better tyres and better fuel. So maybe Bruma's a bit quicker down the straights with better tyres, but down the straight with better fuel. But definitely Wesley round the corners does have better tyres, so better traction. So that will be an advantage for him down the straights though. Is there a big difference in speed? 170 for Bruma to only 166, 167 for Wesley. At the moment, it looks like he may have changed his gears around a bit. But anyway, down into the Mulsanne chicane, the right-hand chicane. Bruma on the right-hand side has overtaken Wesley into a podium position for this race. And at the moment, Brumadinho is out on top. And there has been, it looks like it could change once again. 1/10 gap between the two drivers. And this could be a change once again for position, as it is very close between the two drivers at the moment. Side by side now, coming down in towards the second Mulsanne chicane. Wesley on the outside, Brumadinho on the inside. Will there be another move? No, there won't, not at the moment, as Wesley Van Rens does stay behind Brumadinho at this moment in time. The only battle at the moment on track is Alex comes into the pits once again, as he looks like he's had some pretty big damage. The gap now, Dynamic Racing, 16 seconds. But these two still in a battle. These two down into Mulsanne. Who will come out on top? It will be Bruma at the moment, but these two are so close together. I expect maybe a move into Indianapolis if these two get close enough together. Can I use the keyboard straight away? Yes, I can. Is my controller running out of battery? Yes, it is. Let's leave the controller on the side while I use my keyboard. Freddie just holding in there, P2 at the moment. That'll be good for his championship. I don't know if Dynamic Racing could still actually win this championship, even though he joined very late on into the season. So Bruma and Wesley at the moment, the closest gap, 4/10 between the two drivers, and this could be something really to look out for as they go through Indianapolis into Arnage. Bruma's actually improved by a second on his best lap time. A 4-minute was his last lap time. Meanwhile, Wesley's was a very nice helmet for Wesley there. It was a 3-minute 59, so Wesley's actually gained time as Dynamic Racing, with 2% fuel left, is now coming into the pits at the moment, as Bruma and Wesley are very close together as well. 1.2 seconds separating the two drivers. Yeah, sure, Philip, I'll invite you. As Freddie and Dynamic Racing are both now in the pits. I'll invite you right now, Philip. Right, but anyway, people are now pitting, and at the moment, if I'm not mistaken, Brumadinho, obviously Dynamic Racing's already out of the pit. He's got a 1 second pit stop on Freddie. Where's Freddie in all of this? Freddie's got, oh my god, this could be close. Freddie and Bruma, 4/10 apart. Bruma down the inside of Freddie. That's really going to annoy Freddie with his strategy. And Philip, yes, I have invited you. Brumadinho now ahead of Freddie, and Freddie will not be happy in the slices. Wesley may be able to get past him as well if he is not careful. And it looks like down at the Mulsanne, there's been a little bit of an incident for Alex there. So let's have a look down into the Mulsanne. Braking now. Oh, he's just lost it. Let's have a look at that again. Sorry, let's have a look at that again. Oh, can I not see it again? Damn it, I can't see it again. But Alex, that was not good for Alex whatsoever. He's lost it once again down at Mulsanne, braking too late. And Wesley's now passed Freddie, probably down in the first sector actually. As Freddie now down into P4, not where he'd like to be. It was loading. What was loading, Philip? Oh, did the stream die? No, it did not die. Hey, Philip. Is your mic working? I wonder. Your mic is not working at the moment, just to let you know. You can go into adjust audio level in the body settings just to make sure it's working. If it's not, obviously you've done something wrong. But anyway, Broom at the moment in P2. P3 is Wesley's to keep at the moment. P4 is Shaw's and Fretty at the moment. Oh, Fretty's actually lost a ton of time. What has happened to Fretty? His car didn't refuel. Fretty's car didn't refuel. Fretty's car's out of fuel. What drama? He's out of fuel. He was looking on beautifully for P2, and it looks like he must have skipped the fuel, and now he's completely, he may have to go over to the side here, as he's now lost any chances of coming second in this race. That is an absolute shock for Fretty, as that is any chance of coming anywhere in the top completely ruined. As now Schmidt will be able to get past him, and Fretty, game's done me, watched fuel go up, but came out, oh my god, it's another glitch. Another glitch. I think I'm going to have to say something. That my friend, is unbelievable. I can't spell. That, my friend, is unbelievable. Still can't believe that. Wesley's actually close up on Dynamic Racing a lot. What tyres are they both on? Dynamic Racing is on the softs and Wesley on the super softs. That does make sense, as Wesley's gap has been closing quite a lot to Dynamic. So that is short for Fretty, as now he's down in P7, still coming up to Indianapolis, and that is not what the driver would have wanted behind that car. Oh, and Fretty, Toyota Le Mans curves. Oh no. Broom is in the pits now, as I was just looking at a message I've been sent. And yeah. Brooming out into the pits, changing tyres, I believe for the last time. We've only got 20 minutes left. This should be his last pit stop. And Short right now is in P3. That is very good from Short, as Wesley looks like he's lost a lot of time to Dynamic in the past lap. Let's have a look. Let's have a look, shall we? At the comment that I've just received, most probably from Philip. Is it from Philip? Yep. I'm trying to fix my mic. Can you hear me? No, I cannot hear you, Philip. Cannot hear you in the slightest, mate. Dynamic Racing at the moment, 4.5 seconds. So this gap is changing every single sector. It could be 3 seconds, could be 6 seconds. You alright, Lewis? How are you, mate? It's been a very a weird race at the moment. But Dynamic Racing at the moment in the lead of this race. Wesley in P2, Short somehow in P3, Broom in P4 after his stop, Schmidt in P5, Phil in P6, Timmy in P7, as Fretty is still, he's only just got past Indianapolis. My Jesus, yeah. So Lewis, just give you an update. Fretty's car is out of fuel. He came into the pit, and yeah, let's just say it wasn't a good lap. I'll send you a picture on Discord, please check it. We'll do another glitch. Yeah. Oh, are you talking to me, or are you talking to, I don't know, talking to Lewis or something? But now Alex will be able to gain a position, and now he will get past Fretty. And now Fretty is now last in this Grand Prix. Timmy now also coming into the pits, and what's the gap at the top? It's only 1.3 seconds at the top of the standings, as Philip has sent me a photo. Dynamic Racing only 1.3 seconds now ahead of Wesley Van Rens, and Wesley looking like he wants to get a move done. And apparently Boomer's lap time was 596 hours according to Philip. And let's have a look. No, not on my screen, Philip. That's your screen, mate. That's some Boolean logic. Yeah. I could easily win this, I think. Well, why don't you join the league then, Lewis? Beating Dynamic Racing is an arse. Let's just say that. But anyway, at the moment, the gap is 0.6 of a second. And Dynamic Racing has a 4/10 gap. 4/10 penalty to deal with. And Wesley is another thing they will have to deal with as well. Short in P3 at the moment. Very good at the moment. Let's see if he can take these tyres to the end. No, he can't, as he is running out of fuel. Boomer, wait, let's have a look how many drivers will be able to take it to the end. Dynamic Racing will most probably be able to take it to the end. But look at Wesley. Wesley down the inside of Dynamic Racing, which will turn to the outside for the start of the Porsche curves. He tried for a move, and that's not going to work at the moment. Let's ride on board with Wesley now, coming into the Porsche curves, holding in gear 3. Looks like he's definitely changed his iteration of gears, as, yeah, gear 4, yeah, there's definitely some iteration of gears, because I will lose. I don't need more embarrassment. I'm no reference as RLH. Yeah. Fair play. I need to have a drink, and now back into the commentary. Dynamic Racing still in P1 because he's an absolute sweat of the game. P2 is Wesley. Wesley's actually lost quite a lot of time in that final sector line. Let's have a look at the two lap times crossing the line. So Dynamic Racing did a 4:05.3. Wesley, meanwhile, did a 4:02.1. So he actually gained 3 seconds on that lap. Short coming into the pits. Philip, I heard stutters of you, Philip. Short now coming into the pits. Oh, shut up. Stop talking about your fractured wrist, Lewis. That's your only excuse for everything that you do. But anyway, will Wesley be able to get past Dynamic Racing? Look at that gap shorten down the straights, but then it elongates through the corners dramatically. Down the straights, look at the speed that he's getting to. 155 to 169 at the moment. 170 for Wesley. Maybe this could be due to fuel. Is Dynamic Racing short on fuel? It's almost getting up to 180 miles an hour down into the Mulsanne. Mulsanne chicane number 1 around the outside. Dynamic Racing hands it, and what he's defended well there, and it's looking like this could not be the end of this, as we know that he's got an ideal straight line advantage, does Wesley, and this could be a move down into the second Mulsanne chicane. Even before it, the difference in speed is absolutely ridiculous. Wesley will have to pit again though, and Dynamic won't. So Dynamic is just saving fuel, and Wesley just needs to push on as much as possible to maintain P2, as Boomer's Dino at the moment is in that P2 spot at this current moment in time, and will be pushing as much as possible with a 3:59 as his lap time before this one. And these two are still in a battle out of the Mulsanne. The BMW M6 is trying to get past the Jag in front of him. Coming over the hill now, as I believe that's Fretty behind. Fretty's actually got fuel now, but it's too late for him now, as the game is glitched on him. And Wesley into the end of the Mulsanne straight will be still ahead of Dynamic Racing after a good straight line overtake from him on Dynamic Racing. 14 minutes ago then of this race. Position still to be decided. Wesley just needs to push as hard as he can. Most likely will be coming to the pits at the end of this lap. Yes, he probably will, as he's on low fuel. And I'm very hungry at this point. I haven't had food for 6 hours. No, 8 hours. I need food. I need the food. Wesley 6/10 ahead. Philip? Nope, I heard you for a split second there, mate. Dynamic Racing and Wesley side by side through the Porsche curves, and I was too busy actually looking at Instagram DM. What a move that was. Let's have a look at that move actually. Back into it. Let's have a look at Dynamic Racing. That is commitment around the outside. What commitment Dynamic Racing was showing there. Great move around the outside. Full on hanging it around the outside. That is overtake of the race. So I didn't see that, but thank God there's a replay function, because what a move that was around the outside of the Porsche curves, and that is a move for Dynamic Racing. Now in the lead is Wesley, comes to the pits. Probably that was aided due to the fact that Wesley actually did come into the pits. But where's Bruma? Bruma's only just come into the Porsche curves. This could be actually very close. Gap is 45 seconds. Pit stops around here. Around 45 seconds. This is going to be very close between Bruma and Wesley. Bruma just finishing the Porsche curves now. Wesley coming into the pits. Going on to another set of super softs. It does look like now. Refueling his car. Where's Bruma? Bruma's coming around the forward curves now. It's going to be close on exit. Wesley doesn't have any damage. It's going to be close. It's going to be very close. Bruma now coming to the end of the pit lane. Where is Wesley? Wesley's coming out. It's going to be very close at the end of this pit lane. Is it going to be close? It's not going to be too close. It's going to be around 3 seconds. But shall I tell you who's on warm tyres and guess who's on cold tyres? Bruma's on the warmer tyres, so this could be good. This could be good. 2.8 seconds. And I can tell you right now, this battle is definitely not the end of its life cycle. It's Dynamic Racing. 42 seconds is the lead. What a race. What a race. Got a comment on the stream. Let's have a look who that's from. You're hungry. I went per... This is why you don't go outside, kids. Virtual racing is reality is safer. I kind of fixed my mic, but I won't commentate now. My dog won't shut up. Fair play. Has Dynamic has pitted. Yep, he's got enough fuel to last the end of the race. 10 minutes left, and he's got half his fuel left. So hopefully he'll be able to go to the end of the race. It looks like he must have done some kind of practice because he's been timing these fuel stops perfectly. So Dynamic Racing, if he didn't pit, that would be absolutely amazing. What a fight to the top it would be. But he's just timed these pit stops perfectly, and he's now 1.2 seconds up on his fastest lap time so far. Yeah, I'm never winning this easily. Will you be commentating F2 when it starts? Most probably yes. Dynamic Racing just absolutely just sitting there. Closest gap at the moment, 2 seconds between Bruma and Short. Actually, Short is actually closing in on Brumadinho and is looking for that podium. 9 minutes left of the session. We've got a fifth of this race to go, and I can tell you right now, it's definitely not the end. You know what? Because there's no action right now. Tell me if there's any action in the chat. Am I watching Love Island tonight? Yes, I am. I think I'm quick enough for 2019, but I'm still a bottle. You know what, lads? As there's no action right now on track, I'm going to quickly go downstairs and get myself a banana because I am actually that hungry. I shall be back in about 2 minutes, lads. See ya. That's news to me. Did I just see Dynamic Racing pit? Dynamic Racing's just pit. But he's got a ridiculous lead anyway. He pitted. But he's got a big enough lead anyway. This is just bragging rights now for Dynamic Racing. He's got 11-second lead already. Wesley in P2, Broomer in P3, Short in P4. The gap is only 1.4 seconds between these two drivers. So let's just say it's not over yet. It's not over until the fat lady sings, as people may say. As I'm having a guess, is Freddie still racing? He's probably listening to the stream as well, as my TV is about to turn off. So I shall fix that right now. In real life, my mates are scared of dogs, as they got chased with one with his mouth open because he was playing. Lewis, you're not slow. You're part of an esports team, for goodness sake, and you're in RLH1. Billy, he's really quick. Dynamic Racing though with a 1 second lead. 11-second lead. Wesley in P2, you can see him. He's actually 3 tenths up on his lap time so far this lap, but it's not good enough at the moment. Brumadinho and Short, 1.2 seconds between them two. I know Short. Oh, the gap. Oh, they've also got penalties. 8 tenths is the difference in penalties. My game is glitched. The fast lap is not showing a time. Time remaining 15 minutes. It says the bottom left where it didn't even start, mate. Your whole game is glitched. You might as well just chuck the game in your bin. 1.2 seconds still is the gap. It's going to go down. It's going to go up. Philip, when you get an F1 2019, probably, I don't know when he will. He's probably not got enough money. He said something about that. But anyway, 9 tenths is the gap. Only 9 tenths now is the gap between P3 and P4. It's for the podium. It's for the talking to Spag. It's going to be a very short interview today, but there will be a few interviews. With 5 minutes to go, this is Spag bragging rights. I don't know when 2020 is coming out, but anyway, RLH Short is only a tenth behind. They're going to be going side by side at Indianapolis if they're not careful. They are actually side by side right now, and they will be going side by side at Indianapolis if they're not careful. The gap is only 0.04 of a second. They're still side by side. Down to Indianapolis they come. Will Broomer yield? Yes, Broomer will yield. And Short is now ahead. And on that podium, will Broomer go to the inside? No, he will not. And now Short has got P3. So Broomer actually now needs to stay within... Oh, actually, no, Broomer has got a 1.2 second lead in penalties. So it's not looking bad, actually, for Broomer. Short needs to push or get rid of those penalties as soon as possible. If he knows he's got the pace, oh, look at this, Broomer. Broomer's actually trying to go down the inside, maybe, into the Porsche. Because, oh, there's been contact between the two drivers. That is small contact, but contact nonetheless. Is there any damage on Short's car? No, there is not. And that is some contact between RLH Short and Broomer. Is there damage on Broomer's car? No. The name, Broomer and Short, as Broomer actually runs wide. Is there a penalty? Short actually lost a bit of time on his penalty. And at the moment, Brumadinho has got that lead back as he comes into the pits. Why? Does Broomer not have enough fuel for another lap? I think that may be the problem. So Short will inherit P3. Short is now P3. Will Schmidt be able to get past? Schmidt's only he's only coming into the Porsche curves now. I feel so. Oh, look at this! Go on, Fretty! Go on, son! Fretty versus Timmy the Turtle. To the outside, Fretty goes. Go on, my lad. Down into the second Mulsanne chicane. Fretty is not last and has overtaken Timmy the Turtle. And Alex, actually, it could be an Alex versus Alex battle before you get... No, Fretty's actually persevered well here. Look at these lap times. He's getting 58s and he's actually still improving on his lap times. What? Don't know. Oh, he's done a 3:55. Jesus Christ. I think that was on his pit lap. No, can't have been. He's on a 3:55 apparently. Jesus Christ. That is ridiculous, laps. Philip. I heard you. Philip, say something. Go on. Go on, Philip, say something. No, he's not going to say anything. Lovely. Timmy's only 7/10 behind. Alex, oh wow! Alex has lost time. He must have had some kind of problems, as Fretty is now overtaking Alex, even by the Mulsanne. Now Timmy may look for some action here. Down into Indianapolis, they both go. And Timmy's run a bit wide there. Alex is take the perfect line. Timmy's run very wide and into the wall he goes. That is not good for Timmy, as we now are starting to enter the final lap of the race. Dynamic Racing, he's had an absolutely sterling job of a race. Philip! I hear you, Philip. Dynamic Racing is 1 minute. Yeah, he'll be able to do one more lap unless he slows down. I think he'll do one more lap, but Wesley will. So Dynamic Racing will basically do a lap of honour, basically, as every other driver won't probably will finish the lap. There'll be a few drivers left, but at the moment, who'll be the next person to cross the line? I've clicked F1. Oh, hello! Is that Dynamic? Is that Dynamic? Yeah, I believe that was Dynamic. Yeah, it was. Dynamic Racing getting past Timmy the Turtle in a very good fashion there. As now, 45 seconds left to go in this race. So it looks like it confirmed first place with Dynamic now with 30 seconds left. He could slow down, but I believe he's going to do another lap just for the Vance. Lewis, funnily enough, I can't join his session because I've got time to stream. As he's gone quickest, his lap time is now quickest. We have a 3 minute 35.776. Great lap time, but I believe Wesley will be the first person to cross the line. Maybe not actually. It may be short actually. Will he slow down on the line? 8, 7, 6, 5. Wesley wants to do another lap, but Short will probably come across the line. First person to confirm their position. Short will come home in P3. P4 will be Broom up. But now it's the final lap of the race. And Dynamic Race, has anyone been lapped twice? Timmy's coming to the pit for some weird reason. Timmy, it's the end of the race, mate. Philip! And that is Broomer now coming up to the line. Broomer will take P4 in the end after a good battle. Good battles throughout the race. So it's just Wesley, Dynamic. Timmy's now finished. Alex, who's the next person to finish? It will be Schmidt, most probably. It's West Dynamic. Dynamic's coming around the Mulsanne now. The next person to finish will be Schmidt. A very, very honest P5 for Schmidt, actually. See, I believe it's his first online race. Philip, I can hear you say something. Philip, I can hear you. Anyway, now Schmidt. Come around the final few corners to finish in a very, very honest P5 to finish his first RLH race. Where's Dynamic and Wesley? Dynamic coming down the back straight. So is Wesley. So Phil will be the next person to finish. Phil was actually looking on for the win here, but then a tale of inconsistency was his story today, meaning that he could not finish anywhere near the podium. And my phone's run out of battery, so I can't actually have a look at these comments. I don't think it's anything to do with the stream. But anyway, Phil comes across the line now, and will finish in P6. P7 will be Fretty's when he finally finishes, and P8 will be Alex's. Where's Dynamic? They're going to be the last people to finish, I do believe. Where's Dynamic and where's... Yeah, so actually Dynamic will be before, but third person will be Fretty actually, as he's come past Indianapolis now. So these drivers did 12 laps in 15 minutes. It's been a good race, and now the drivers are finishing their laps. Everyone now just finishing. And let's have a look at these comments actually. Phil, if I can hear you. Lost connection and lost it. Those restarts did me. Oh no, Phil. Yeah. It's a shame. Oh, lost concentration and lost it. Those restarts did it. Yeah, such a shame. Honestly, it's so annoying. But anyway, Fretty now up to the line for P7 in the end. Not the race that Fretty would have liked, as he had a glitch, and that will be the end of his race. But Dynamic Racing will be the next person to cross the line, and what a race it's been for him. Dynamic Racing up to the line now. He will cross the line in first position. A great race from Dynamic Racing, and it's faultless. It's absolutely faultless for him. And Wesley has stuck it in the gravel, but it doesn't matter. It's Alex will finish the race in a P8, and now the last person to finish will be Wesley, and then we shall go through the results. There you go, everyone is now finished, and that is the end for everyone. Dynamic Racing takes the race win, as you're about to see. Look at that, beautiful for Dynamic Racing. Pole position, the fastest lap as well as a very clean race for Dynamic Racing. And now I shall invite the top three to a party. Dynamic Racing, Short, and also Wesley. Dynamic Racing, Wesley, and RLH. Top three, you're invited to the party as usual. And yeah, everyone's saying thanks for the race. And yeah, everyone's saying thanks for the race. I wonder how many of these people will actually join the party. Short has joined the party. Do not say anything yet.
Hello.
I said don't say anything yet, you idiot. Let's just wait. Hello, Wesley, as well. We'll just see if Dynamic Racing will join as well. We'll give him a minute. We'll give him 60 seconds. Give him a few seconds. If we don't, we'll start with Mr. Wesley. Alright, we'll give him enough time. I don't think he's going to join. So we shall start.
You need to, one sec, you need to invite Broomer, because I'm a reserve.
Oh, fair play. God, so why do I have to interview Broomer? Anyway, right, we'll start with Wesley then. It doesn't look like Dynamic Racing is going to join. Wesley A very, very, very honest P2, as you had a few battles with Dynamic Racing and everyone else. It looked a very good race for you. How was that race?
It was pretty good. Bit of fuel saving.
Anything else to say?
A bit of good, quite good battles, especially with Bruma and with Dynamic Racing. So it was a fun race.
Yeah, it looked quite fun. Dynamic Racing, I'm sorry, I'm not going to invite you again unless... can any of you suggest Dynamic Racing, please, and then I'll invite him again. One of you just suggest him, maybe who's a friend with him or something, that may help. Wesley, there's not much to say except that you had some great battles, and yes, I don't really know what to say. Anything to add at all?
Not really.
Not really. Just a good race from you there, and I'm just gonna invite Dynamic Racing again. There you go. See if he joins that time. Yeah, Wesley, not much to really say. Give me 3 words. Give me 3 words to sum up that race.
Battles, fuel, and slipstream.
Yeah, lots of slipstream actually. Dynamic Racing actually joined, so we'll go straight back up to him. Dynamic Racing, make sure your voice isn't always loud before you answer anything, but make sure that's done. I'll give you a few seconds to do that. Cool, that's probably enough time. Dynamic Racing, so say hello to the stream.
Good evening.
Hello, maybe turn up your mic volume a bit. You're quite low.
I'll just bring it closer then.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, absolutely amazing race from you there. Once again, another domination of a race. Had some good battles with Wesley. How was that race for you?
How was it around the outside?
Yeah, that was amazing. That was an amazing move.
Somehow kept it there.
Yeah, how's that race?
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great race. Did a small bit of practice beforehand, but I was quite sweaty to get the 6 laps in on the first stint.
Yeah, so I'm having a guess. It looked like you had timed everything to perfection with fuel and everything. You had, I believe, 2% left at the end of the first stint. Like that was cutting margins very close.
Yeah, it's pushed on that lap.
Yeah.
I had about 20-somewhat% still left, so I knew I had enough.
Well, yeah, that's your I believe it's 2 out of 2 basically for you. And will anything stop you?
The wall.
The wall. I think that's a pretty good answer basically, because you are just absolutely rapid. Let's just leave it at that. You are rapid. I believe you set the fast lap at the end of the race of 3:55. I believe that was quicker than your quali time.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that is pretty
ridiculous. That was pretty good.
That was a pretty sweaty lap, if I do say so myself. 3 words to describe the race, please.
3 words. Jeez.
Yeah, on the spot.
Very good race.
Fair play. Thank you for that, Dynamic Racing. Well done on the P1. And now we'll actually move on to P3, as we've already interviewed Wesley. The P3, who is actually a reserve, short. A very good race from you. Quite lonely at times, but yeah, how was that race?
Yeah, it seems to be a recurring theme, me being lonely, but I messed up my qualifying a bit. Obviously, I was a couple seconds up, and then I got a penalty, so I gave up, and then didn't have enough time to set another lap. I didn't realise I didn't have enough time. Overtook Broom after he got some damage, but then we had a little incident, and I got some damage from him. And then I was sort of a bit lonely. Battle of pit stops between me and Bruma. He decided to go for it, but then had to pit at the very end, so I just jumped in and then just had to bring it smoothly home.
Yeah, honestly, I wasn't expecting Bruma to pit there, but I don't know what you were doing, mate, Bruma, to be fair.
Yeah, I was in a party with him. He was contemplating between fuel saving and just going for it. Eventually, he did a bit of both. He fuel saved and then decided to go for it at the last minute, which is probably the wrong move.
Fair play, yeah. But we'll get onto you, Bruma. Don't you worry about that. Short with the same as the other 2 so far. Give me 3 words to sum up your race.
Damaged, lonely, all right.
all right. No, there's a podium. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, just
It's
a
all right.
podium. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
it's a bit sour because it doesn't count, does it?
Nah,
But
because
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna hopefully join for season 2 as a full driver.
Oh, that's lovely to see there. As well, the more the better, basically. And basically now our actual P3 driver of Boomer, as short is a reserve. Yeah. Damage early on. Air. Yeah. Describe your race, mate.
Well, it started bad in quali really because I was at some point 5 seconds off the pace after I did some very good laps in practice, so I don't really know what happened there. And yeah, damage on lap 1, I think, or lap 2, lap 1, probably lap 1. Yeah, and for them it just went downhill, especially with fuel. I was like, with 12 minutes to go, I was like 3 laps. I had 3 laps of fuel left, and then I was contemplating about should I save or just go for it. And then I started saving, and it didn't work out. So yeah.
So you went for the gamble.
Yeah, I had to do another pit stop, but I mean, yeah, it's pre-free nonetheless. So
yeah. Give me three words to describe that race as well. You've had enough time to choose.
Can't say fuel.
I'll live with that. Well done to everyone who's in the party because you've all drove pretty good races. You got to feel sorry for Ferretti. You really do.
Yeah. He was
raging. He deserved a podium.
We
at
actually
least.
made some jokes about like the Toyota, the broken sensor.
Yeah,
he was not best pleased.
He was not pleased with that. Yeah.
Going 40 miles up the Mulsanne must have not been.
I don't know
nice.
who it was, but someone I think it was you, Short. The other joke.
Oh no, that was Shane.
It was Shane. What did he say?
He said, "Why don't you just put fuel in it in the first place?"
Oh yeah.
Shots fired.
We'll leave it on that. R.I.P. Ferretti after going 50 miles an hour down the whole of the Mulsanne. Thank you everyone so much for watching. This broadcast has been way too long as Boomer can't do grid starts. Goodbye.